Kat and Neville from Feast Magazine, the most important time of the year for her as we get ready for Thanksgiving. She's sponsored by Jimmy's on the Park, 706 to Munn in Clayton. Call them at 725-8585 with their website at jimmyscafe.com for menu and directions. Good morning, Kat and Neville from Feast.
Good morning, McGraw-Millhaven.
Ran into a dear friend of yours who wanted me to tell you hi.
Who would that be?
Mike Emerson of Pappy's.
Oh, I love Mike.
He's the best.
He's one of my favorite people.
He is such a good dude.
He is absolutely a good dude.
And we went to Pappy's last week, and I ordered the left side of the menu.
So you actually waited in line this time?
I wait in line every time.
No, you told me that you would wait in line and then get frustrated and then get out of line.
No.
See, that sounds like him.
Yeah.
No. There's only one time.
I'm going to pull up the podcast.
There's only one time that I really only cut the line. And that was because it was like around Harris-Stowe and it was 800 degrees outside and I was wilting.
Okay.
But they asked me.
Did people give you stank eye?
I wasn't like, hey, how are you doing? I know Adam Wainwright. I was just waiting in line and I was kind of like, hey, how you guys doing in there?
So what did you have?
I had the ribs and the pulled chicken and the baked beans and the sweet potato fries.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is delicious.
It is wonderful.
It is so good. And they're expanding, and he's as nice as can be. As great as the barbecue is at Pappy's,
Yep.
everybody there is just so ridiculously nice.
Well, and I think that, again, the barbecue is amazing, but a lot of why you go back to places is because you feel welcome, because you feel comfortable, because you have a connection beyond just the fact that this food is good.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is one of the big secrets to success in this industry that a lot of people don't necessarily pay attention to. Is
I agree.
You can have great food, but if you don't have great service, if you don't have a welcoming atmosphere, people just aren't going to want to come back.
If you're just nice to people, hey, good to see you again. If you know that I was in here 2 weeks ago and now I'm in again and good to see you again,
absolutely,
I'll keep going back forever.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got today?
2 brand new spots. The first one, we've been talking about coffee a lot, but it's cold outside. It's coffee season. So Blueprint Coffee has opened up in the Loop at 6625 Delmar. It is in that same block as Mission Taco joint. Okay. And I don't know, how familiar are you with Third Wave Coffee?
I am not.
So, for example, where we were talking about like Colleen's cookies last week, and we talked about the fact that she's got great, but the focus is really on the pastries, so you can go in and get a good cup of coffee. Here, the focus is on coffee. There are 6 partners that from across kind of the coffee industry came together to launch this roastery / coffee shop. They source green coffee beans, they roast on site, and they very, very carefully brew either via for espresso, or they also do a pour over method, which is where you take water that is a very specifically measured amount of water for a very specifically measured amount of coffee at the right exact temperature, and then carefully pour it over.
Wow.
So
People
that you
love their coffee.
I know.
Man.
Well, what happens is that coffee is brewed incorrectly, and so it doesn't taste very good sometimes. Either you have too much coffee, it's brewed at too high a temperature, so it's very bitter.
Yeah, I don't like sometimes you get that bitter coffee.
Yes, and it's unpleasant.
Yes.
Or you have like really weak coffee where you don't have enough of the grounds in there. And so what this kind of third wave, quote unquote, is doing is they're taking coffee to almost a culinary level of attention, where they really are looking at this product and figuring out how best to give you a cup of coffee that expresses the flavor and the aroma and the body of the bean that was used to create the coffee.
Now, can you?
You're just staring at me.
It's just amazing how these people just years of trial and error to get the best cup of coffee.
Yeah, what is it? They used to call it American Housewife coffee, where it was just like really weak coffee, and they're like, please just put an extra tablespoon in the pot, this kind of stuff, or people would just have instant coffee, this kind of stuff.
What's wrong with Mr. Coffee?
Folgers.
What's wrong with Joe DiMaggio's Mr. Coffee?
Now, can you get it in other places, or do you have to go there to get it?
You have to go there. You can buy their beans online. They sell it by the pound. So if you go to their website, you can absolutely buy stuff online. But if you want them, if you want to go and taste the way that they brew it, you should go in. It's a really cool space. They have, it's got lots of great kind of white tile and blue paint all around. It feels very modern, slightly industrial. It's very open. And they do have pastries available from a number of different kind of pastry shops around town, but the focus really is the coffee, and they have great music playing, and it's just a very, it's a welcome addition to the Loop for sure.
What's the name of it? Blueprint.
Blueprint Coffee.
Blueprint Coffee, 6625 Delmar. All right, what else you got?
Oh, by the way, each cup is made to order. I just want you guys to know that too. So you're not going to like go over to a big pump and like pump your coffee out. When you order the cup of coffee, they make it for you right there.
Unlike McDonald's, where they line up the Diet Cokes, and then when you order it, they just hand it to you.
Oh, God.
Well, they do. That's what they do in McDonald's. All right.
Don't go to McDonald's.
Blueprint Coffee, 6625 Delmar.
Yes.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, second one, also brand spanking new. Cucina Pazzo, which means crazy kitchen. Justin Halfley, who is very well known for the work that he's done in a couple spots around town, but the most well known is the Tavern Kitchen and Bar out in, I guess it's like Town and Country. So this, did I just say it means crazy kitchen?
Cucina
Pazzo.
Cucina Pazzo.
Exactly. This is in the old Duff's location. So 392 Euclid. And if you remember the way that Duff's was designed, it had 3 separate kind of dining rooms. Do you remember that? Kind of all linked together, lots of exposed brick.
Right.
And so they've kept that structure, and I think they have very with a great deal of respect, they have rehabbed and updated this space. The gorgeous brick archway is still there. The gorgeous long bar is still there in that first room with the exposed wood, the wonderful wood. But now in that middle room, there is an open kitchen. And so when you're in there, the entire kitchen staff is making all of this fantastic Italian food to order, and they have a huge amount of antipasti, so the stuff that you kind of start your meal with, and the servers will recommend that you do kind of the 3-course. You do the antipasti, you do the pasta, and then you do your entree. And so one of the things that I had was actually the pork. What did I have? I had the pancetta di Pazzo, and that's just a little bit of okay, sorry. Slow down, Kat.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about what she had.
Do whatever you want. I'm salivating.
Okay. It's a large piece of pancetta that is coated in a little bit of like maple and then roasted. And they serve that with this really kind of lovely mostarda, which is it's kind of like a relish, a sweet, salty relish that is very popular in Italy. It's kind of an Italian condiment. They also do a number of salads, and then they have things on toast, bruschetta, essentially. And then they do a number of pastas. Some are handmade. Some are the dried, which we've talked about before, kind of the difference in the texture of the noodles. They also do a number of filled pastas. One of the ones that I had was the carbonara, and it was absolutely decadent. It was these freshly made linguine noodles just bathed in this cream sauce with a little bit of, again, the pancetta, and then this sunny side up egg on top. And when you cut into the egg, the yolk just runs into the cream and all the cracked pepper.
How do you stay so thin?
Every
It
day.
amazes me.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It was so good. They also have those piatti, the primi piatti, the kind of secondi, all this kind of stuff. And so they call it the piatti pazzo. And they have things that are very, very traditional. So they have like a veal piccata, but then they also have like a shrimp scampi acqua pazza. So they take these shrimp and they wrap them in prosciutto, and then it's in kind of this vegetable broth. And it's just, they have... They also do potato crusted scallops, cioppino, all different kinds of really wonderful Italian food, but it's given kind of this modern approach. So even though it's when you go and you look at the menu, everything's going to be very recognizable. It's made with that kind of modern attention to detail. Like everything's made in house. Nothing is, nothing's trucked in and kind of dropped off and frozen.
Cucina Pazzo,
Yes.
329 Euclid.
Yes.
And then
392
Euclid, and then Blueprint Coffee, 6625 Delmar. What's going on with the multimedia empire?
We actually go to press with December this week, and I am doing going to the Schnucks Cooks Cooking School class tonight. We're making those Berkshire pork chops this evening, so that's going to be a ton of fun. And we're just plugging away. Lots of stuff's going on.
FeastSTL.com is the website. Feast TV. Running all month on PBS Create.
Yes, 9 Create. We're running, I think, 6 times this month on 9 Create. And then the next time that you'll see the December issue coming, it's looking absolutely beautiful, it will be the first Saturday of the month.
Okay. And you can subscribe to STLtoday.com, the Sunday Post-Dispatch. If you subscribe to the Sunday, you can then subscribe to Feast.
Yes.
And you can get a deal. You can get the McGraw deal for Feast and the Sunday Post-Dispatch. Go to STLtoday.com. That's it. Next Wednesday,
yes.
Our Thanksgiving special. So
yes.
Come with your Thanksgiving tidbits and
I'll be wearing
else.
my pumpkin
turkey costume.
Yes, my turkey costume.
Your gobble gobble. All right, good.
Exactly.
Kat Neville, publisher of Feast magazine, feaststl.com, sponsored by Bertarelli Cutlery. They've been keeping St. Louis sharp since 1967. That's 46 years. Bertarelli is your one-stop shop for knife and tool sharpening, along with all of your kitchen supplies. Visit them at 1927 Marconi on the Hill or at bertarellicutlery.com.